G'day guys, in today's video we're gonna have a look at all the mods that I've done on the Starlet. As you know, I've made many videos and I documented the project on this channel. That's the main reason why I started this channel. So many of the mods will be there, some other will not. Maybe sometimes I made a video and I didn't like it, or maybe I just didn't get to upload it yet. So we're just gonna have a look at everything. Let's start from the exterior. The main thing you might have seen in one of the other videos was the full buff and paint correction we done to the car. So as you may see, it's very shiny. So this is a very old paint. So 25 years old, it was kept outside for a long time. It was all matte, all oxidized, and after that came out very nicely. So as you can see, it's very shiny. I wouldn't say it looks almost new because there's a lot of scratches, but in terms of the color, because this color tends to go very white and very oxidized very often, the super red in particular, because it doesn't have a clear coat. It just looks amazing. I get compliments everywhere I go. So the little secret is just to keep it always polished. I got a couple of sprays that I use to protect from UV. This is the main cause of damage on paint. So the main thing was a paint correction and buff to the whole car, and I strongly suggest for any other car. It's a bit different if you got sun damage on your clear coat, but as I said, this one doesn't have it, so I just had to touch up little scratches with a paintbrush, which I did. So if you go a little bit closer, you might see little touch-ups. Well, there's many all throughout the car, but again, as you zoom out a little bit, you can't see them. You can notice I painted a few things over the original. So starting from the mirrors, those are normally the same colors here, so dark sort of black plastic. I wanted to leave this one black, just sort of OEM look and replicate what's on the glands, I think. And just painted this one. Again, I put a very thick clear coat, so whenever I scratch it, I don't lose the paint. Because those are prone to stone chips and things like that, but come out pretty nice. If you're curious about how I paint things, I'll put a link just above. At the same time, I also painted door handles. So also those ones, they have a gloss finish, pretty thick clear coat as well, because those ones are always touched and prone to scratching. So yeah, they've been on the car over a year and they are still pretty good. And also we got these OEM mud guards, so also those ones come in the same color, the black, and I painted those ones in red. Now those mud guards are OEM Toyota, so came with the car and take the shape of the body as you see here, so they're not just a cheapy one, and that's why I think they look pretty good. They look like almost a body kit. My intention was to run without skirts, side skirts on this particular car, and I think those give a nice vintage look. They're pretty hard to find, but I think it's worth it. And we also got those Twincam EFI's original stickers, and as well some other stickers around. Let's count them as a mod. I also removed the radio antenna for weight savings, and I sort of used the glue to patch it up because it was a bit cracked. Still on the exterior side of things, I got the set of OEM clear indicator, both the sides as well as the front. I think those give a much cleaner look. It's a bit of a subtle change, but I think it still makes a big difference. I've also repainted the original wipers, so they look nice and clean. Black and matte this time, clear coat. And moving to the rear, we got this OEM Toyota spoiler. I made a video of the install. I'll put it up here, so click on that if you want to see the whole process. But basically it's an OEM Toyota wing, came from Japan. I bought it from one of the guys here on the forum. And the coolest thing is, it's got a functional brake light, just like the Glanza. Unlike the Glanza, it's got short sides, so the Glanza goes down sort of. This one is just on top of the hatch, but at the same time it's still sort of functional because it's got a hole here, and yeah, it's completely OEM. I think it's a pretty subtle look. And even on the rear we got the GR Starlet, which is the name of the project, and just the toe stickers when we go to the truck, the hill climb particularly. And here we got some other stickers. At the front again we got this front spoiler. which I adapted from a Renault Laguna. I'll put the link of the install in the description. I made a full video. And here we got the clean grill, so I removed the black little parts that you got here and polished so it looks all red, which is what I wanted. And that is pretty much it for the exterior. Also, what I love about these wheels is that they're over 4 kilos per wheel. Basically the tire is heavier than the wheel itself. So we got those NK RPF ones. The specs are 15 by 7 plus 35 offset. And they're coupled with Hankook RS4s, those pretty sticky tires. There's Muteki red lug nuts, which are pretty good because I took them on and off many times, and then those nuts. In terms of brakes, they are still pretty standard at the moment, but as you can see here, I already got the whole thing to redo the brakes as well. I got DBA rotors as well as the rear drums, even though I don't really want to do drums. And then I got some Brembo pads for the Starlet as well, which wasn't easy to find actually. So stay tuned for that. Toe strap here, which I haven't installed yet. So getting to the handling mods, I guess, we got coilovers, so BC Racing coilovers. I put the video of the install as well. Now they're maxed out at the rear. To mention, I got flared rear guards as well, because obviously otherwise I wouldn't be able to tuck them in like that. So they are flared. I didn't make a video because I thought it's pretty easy. So let me know what you think. So as you can see, we got a bit of camber as well. The top mounts have camber adjustments, which is pretty cool. And still in terms of handling, we got these Cusco strut braces. They are a bit blue, which are pretty nice. Again, I'll put a video of the install. They did actually make a difference, so I definitely recommend. I mean, everything I did to this car makes a difference. Probably because it's a very old chassis. In terms of engine, there's really not much to it because even the filter is stock. It's not a mod, but I also changed the whole battery holder and things like that, so it looks a bit more shiny. Still at the front we got a caster kit or anti-lift kit. I put a video in the description, so it just gives a bit of caster to the wheels and makes it more stable. Anti-roll bar from the front, which I took from a Toyota Paseo, and then we got the same at the rear. So this one you can actually see it. It's adjustable as well, so it's a white line kit. So that's the rear bar. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out the install. And then we got the Fanar bar as well, so that the center is aligned at both sides when you lower the car. At the rear we got a strut brace from Cusco as well. That completes the handling package, I guess. So let's get to the inside. The OEM seats were falling into pieces. I got those covers, which I think they are really nice. So I got them from Autobahn here in Australia. The OEM steering wheel is pretty smashed, so I was thinking to get something from Chase or something like that. Also, I replaced the OEM carpets, which were completely destroyed, with those black and red, as well as got sparkle pedals here. I made a video about the install, but I haven't uploaded it yet. It's nothing special really, just about making a couple of holes. Anyway, those are pretty cool. They work very well when it's wet as well. They just tend to lose those little rubber dots, so if you get them, beware of that. Moving up, we got Toyota Paseo cluster here. You might have seen the install video. If not, I'll put the link up above. And the main thing is obviously has a tacho, which the standard Starlet doesn't have, so I don't need to bang the limiter every time I want to change gear. And then it's white as well, so it's pretty racy sort of. And I got those gauges as well to complete the same pattern, so just in black and white. I haven't connected them yet, so I'm a bit lazy and I need some hardware. I need to an extender for the filter. I made this custom 3D printed, well actually a friend of mine made it. Stuck pretty well here, it's pretty stable, I think it looks pretty nice. Here we got the standard double DIN head unit. It's a bit ancient, but here I redid the stick completely, so I got a genuine TRD shift knob. So this one is the old school one, like in the Keiichi Tsukiya AE86, and here I got some random shift boot with the red accents. And the other thing you can see now, because it's too bright, I changed all the LEDs to red here in the cluster as well, like here in the dash, so it's all red. And that's pretty much it for the car. I got this custom made buy myself fire extinguisher bracket when I go to the hill climb. This is about it for the Starlet at the moment, so let me know what you think about the project. We got another car, just a preview, that we're gonna work on this year. So I just got it behind me, but I'm not gonna give too much details at the moment. We're gonna get into that in one of the next videos. So subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.